Hey guys, welcome back to Memory Lane Comics and Toys. I'm Jake.
I'm Eric.
And we're talking about the Age of Ultron Hot Toys Black Widow.
Watch out for the sting.
Yeah. Dude, it's clear they got lightning coming off of it. This is a heck of a sting.
She's got a serious sting that will put a grown man to the floor.
I think she put a grown robot to the floor.
Oh, all day.
Or in Avengers Age of Ultron, where all you gotta do is, like, you think you can flick a toothpick at him and it's like, phew.
Yeah, I mean, one single arrow from Hawkeye destroyed these guys, but it is still a little cooler that she's getting in close combat.
No, she's totally rad. The
Yeah.
batons are awesome. Anyways, let's get down to this figure. Eric, what are you feeling so far on this thing? First glance.
First glance, I really love it. I think it's the best Black Widow they've done. Every problem I've had with every Black Widow they've put out, this one's answered it. So I'm just going to go right into the face, the head, the hair. Let's just talk about it. That's what everyone talks about. Does it look like Scarlett Johansson? Yes. It 100%. This is her face. We were looking at the Iron Man 2 figure the other day. It was one of the... It's so ugly. Yeah, it looks like a Kenner doll. It doesn't look like Scarlett Johansson. Then we looked at the Avengers one, and oh my god, the face sculpt got so much better for that figure. And that's where this falls. I think they have figured out her face. They've gotten it down, and they've done great. The eyes have a little bit of almost water in them, which Hot Toys has started to do, and it's given them such a dynamic take over like Sideshow.
Well, honestly, when we first pulled out of the box, I'm looking at the hair, I'm like, that looks kind of strange. And it looks strange because it's the most realistic hair that they've done so far. If they're gonna do this actual hair on there, the idea they've done this like multiple colors, multiple tones
layers,
of red, and it actually looks like it's real hair for the first time.
Well, it's different colors. You're right.
Just being a red.
It looks like she had this dyed. Like her natural hair color isn't red, but she is dyeing it red. I do get that feel, but for me, the hair is still kind of flat. It's real, and it's the best hair they've done, but it's still kind of flat. And when you open up the instructions, one thing that annoys me is the first word in the instructions for this figure is, you need to take some hair gel to the figure to get the desired look. I don't know about you guys, but I pay a lot of money for these figures, and I shouldn't have to take sticky hair gel, because the next comment is, don't get the hair gel anywhere on the suit or you'll ruin it. So you're telling me you gave me real hair, which is great and looks cool, but it doesn't quite look right. You need to fix it, but don't get it anywhere else on the figure.
Yeah.
It was the one thing missing for me. I know they have the Maria Hill that's about to come out. She has sculpted hair.
Yeah.
Thor has amazing sculpted hair from the Dark World. Yeah, Loki. I almost feel we could get a sculpted look for her that looks just as good as this.
If not better.
If not,
but
yeah.
I do really enjoy the look of this one. I mean, I think.
No, I do too. That being said, it looks great. It's just, I'm trying to critique the hair as much as I can, and that's my biggest problem with this figure. How do you feel about this suit? What were your impressions on it?
This is easily the most dynamic one. I think it's just partly because of that just bright blue that it's got coming out.
Yeah.
If you throw an LED on that thing, especially, it just shines.
Oh my god,
it really glows. It doesn't seem classic. It's definitely not classic Black Widow, but the Avengers 2 is their first time as like they've established that they are the Avengers. This is her superhero costume.
I think this is her first Avenger suit. You were talking about earlier. There's no shield insignia anywhere on this. Shield's gone. I think this is her becoming a superhero. This isn't I'm a secret agent. This is her superhero suit.
It's got the bells and whistles, the little gadgets, the stingers. There are plenty of pockets where she's got cool stuff going on.
She's got wedges now instead of high heels, which I don't know if they're easier to run in, but it flows into the suit a little bit.
They look more like an actual combat boot.
Yeah,
than they have in the past.
Yeah, heels I don't know how girls run in heels. I've never tried myself, but this looks like you can actually run in it. The leather is what I liked. We were looking, once again, the Iron Man 2 suit looked so terrible.
It looks like a wetsuit.
It does.
When you see this one looks like an actual combat suit that she would wear in order to fight.
Well, there's different textures. Yeah. If you look at it, on the side it's going to be flat leather, but then here is this textured leather that goes all the way through the middle. Then, as Jake was talking about,
so well. They
do the blue lining, which I was really hoping lit up. Came almost like her shocker gauntlets almost ran through the suit. That's what I was hoping with the blue. But it's a nice artistic touch to make it not just this flat black suit.
It really does. Even though it doesn't actually light up, it glows.
Yeah.
I mean, they've killed it with that. This is definitely a dynamic figure. The look is perfect. How do you feel about the actual movement? Does it work as a figure? Does it actually display well? Does it pose well?
That's what I was worried about. Sometimes when you see a really tight leather suit like this, you're like, oh my god, I'm not going to be able to pose this figure. Is it going to have the Spider-Man problem where when I get him low, is she going to start to rip and tear?
Yeah.
They've somehow gotten this material down. You can get her into almost any pose you want. You know, you can get her close to the ground in like a I'm gonna knock out your knee punch. You can almost get her in a jumping pose. The arms will come all the way up. The legs move every way. I think they've really nailed how to give me a fake leather suit that looks tight and almost hard to move in, that I can pose my figure in. Because if you can't pose it, this suit can look so cool, but it would lose everything for me.
If you can't pose it, you could have a statue, and that's the point
exactly,
about it.
Yeah,
have a statue quality, museum quality piece that you can pose
in any form I want, you know. And I have her posed up next to Phil Coulson in my house, and I can't tell you how cool it looks to have both of them ready to charge in this like Shield Avengers kind of look. Yeah, this fits right into the collection.
This piece comes with a lot of detail and accessories.
The gauntlets are really cool. These are the first gauntlets where you can actually see the sting work. You know, she's used it in 2 movies so far. This one, they added a little lightning effect, which I really like, because you can either make it look like the lightning's coming out of the gauntlet into her stun stick, so if she hits you with the stick, she's going to knock you out. It's a really nice touch, because like I said, it goes right into this stun, which is a really nice clear blue. The sticks are great. They don't light up.
Yeah, I mean, but how are you gonna electronically put that in that tiny little thing?
They make it happen. I mean, if for me, what I was thinking is they should have left a little hole in the hand, like they do with Iron Man. Put a light inside of her wrist, and then if you just had a tiny hole in the handle of this, it lights up. We've put a little light behind it. They glow. I know it would have made the figure a little more expensive, and maybe that's why they didn't do it ultimately. But for me, it's so phenomenal. But with all of these figures having something cool going on, it's hard for me to look at the plastic lightning and go, okay, that sets it apart. It does and it doesn't, you know?
Yeah, I don't really have a problem. I think it, just with enough light, it shines really well. But I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be obviously be epic if it lit up. But I'm kind of one of the guys that doesn't really pull the tabs out as often as the other guys.
Yeah, I don't really do it either, so I totally agree. She does come with the standard Black Widow little pistol. Now she only has one side holster, and I guess it's because now that she's a superhero, she's not as set on shooting everything in sight. It's more about, how can I take you out calmly? She comes with 2 humongous rifles.
Yeah, these things are ridiculous.
Which they recommend that she goes double-fisted with these, and I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever shot a rifle. It's a little hard to be accurate with 2 rifles like this, but she comes with them, and
we're not
kind of cool.
Strong.
We're not Black Widow strong. I give you that.
I like the batons, actually. They've got the sink-in ones, almost kind of like your Jedi lightsaber.
You can almost get that police baton look where she's like about to put them. Yeah.
One's whipped out and the other one's about to go.
Yeah, exactly. So really cool. It comes with the standard hands as usual. It's going to come with the closed fist, open hand.
The gauntlets this time are so much more super heroic than they have in the past, where they're just like, you can tell that there's something cool going on with them, but now they look really, really functional. They're big enough, but still sleek. It's just kind of, it really nails down the James Bondish part of her.
It does.
Plus Batman kind of.
Yeah, like and you know, you can, like I said, you can see the transition of her going from super agent that kills things to superhero that's trying to make everything work and save everyone. So the accessories on this one's really cool. They've added in a lot of things. I think she's the best one, like I said in the beginning. I don't think any other Black Widow gets close to her. You know, the Iron Man 2 one was so far off. Then they did the Avengers one, which I thought was one of the greatest figures, but the hair just never worked. Yeah. Then you have this Age of Ultron figure, which without a doubt wins.
Well, they didn't try to make her look ridiculous. She looks like an actual person now, instead of you know, like these actual add-ons to the body or whatever that just don't really. It just looks strange.
Yeah, well, we were talking on the Iron Man 2 figure, and we keep bringing that up because it's bad. It's just the worst one. Her butt sticks out an inch from the figure. Her breasts stick out an inch from the figure, and you're looking at it like, why would I want this on my shelf? It doesn't look like her in any way. You said a Kenner doll. It's a very expensive Kenner doll.
So I know we talked about the different Black Widows quite a bit in this video. We're gonna run another video pretty soon where we compare all 4 that they've actually done.
Yeah, put them up in a line, let you guys really see them. You know, I know there's been some photos in this one comparing them, but we'd like to really get in depth just to show you how far the company has come. Because if you go from the Iron Man 2 to this one, it's almost like a chart of how the man has evolved. Yeah. It feels that way.
It really, really is. It's impressive on how they've gotten to this. And then, you know, the last couple were really, really solid as well. So you can see like the actual costume difference. So if you want more of a classic comic book Black Widow, you're checking out that one. If you want the Avengers Age of Ultron, I mean, this thing is dynamite.
This is
really,
the one.
Really like it.
It's the one in one. I mean, this is the best form they've done. I
hair
love the
is so
figure.
Perfect to me.
Even though I was kind of harsh on the hair, it's still the perfect
compared
figure.
to the other ones. It's so well done.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for watching, guys. Those are our opinions on this figure. Please don't forget to comment, subscribe, check us out, look at more of our videos, and we'll see you guys next week.
Thanks for watching our video, guys. Don't forget to check out all of our other videos on MLC TV on YouTube.
Check out our website, mlcshop.com. You can find all kinds of cool new information, all of our picks of the week. It's an awesome website.
And if you're ever in Wilmington, don't forget to stop by and check us out. We got a huge shop we love to share with the world. And thanks, guys.